All right, my friends. Friday. We made it. What's up? Happy Friday. TGIF. Whatever else you want to say. Whatever gets you through the day. Looking forward to tonight's slate. We got a massive, massive slate. We have a total of 14 games. 14 games. 13 now with the rain out. Houston, Detroit. That game has been rained out. Still, very large slate. A lot of money to be made. I just realized I did not close the door as I entered the stream room. I'm going to close that real quick, and that'll help out with some of the sound in our temporary stream room. Give me a second. All right. Your boy's back. Yeah. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going a little old school. Number one, we're going to look at some of the lines. Going to use mysparty.com. Thank you to myself for sponsoring myself. And we're going to look at all the game totals, game lines. That'll give people 5 minutes or so to get in and check out the stream. And then from there, we're going to look at the Study Hub stacks, the rankings, the trending stacks, the trending hitters, which yesterday, 4 out of the 6 that were on the main slate hit a home run. So that's what I'm going to do for you today on today's stream. And then at the very end, I'm actually going to dive into FanDuel and DraftKings, and we're going to use everything I've talked about at once, and we're going to build some lineups together. We're going to kind of look at how to put them together if you are building the old school way. And we'll see how today's stream goes. It's going to be interesting. I didn't have the opportunity to do my stream today at 12:30 because we had pest control, and that took up 2 hours in the middle of my day. So you get a little special one today. Let's switch over to the main stream overlay, and let's get to work, my friends. Yep. What's up, Dave? Gabe? Momo? Jeff? Keith? Chris? Mo? Again, I appreciate y'all. Great info. Thanks for your time. Hey, come on, man. Of course, I got you. All right, so first things first. We're going to look at the MLB Edge report. I'm going to drop this in chat. All right, this is MLB lines and totals, and I'm going to pin it right there. So you should be able to follow along with me. A couple standouts last night. Cleveland Indians we had as very heavy favorites last night. They were like plus 200 underdogs. We had them at like minus 208 or something. And they won that game. We had Minnesota under. What else? There was a couple other big ones we had last night. Toronto, I think, had moved to like a minus 330 in our model. Houston was like a minus 360. Even though both teams were favored last night, like minus 180, minus 205, just made me a little bit, it builds confidence, right? I actually tried parlaying together, and I missed my third leg. I had Houston money line. I had Toronto money line. Then I put the Braves money line, and I wish I had gone with the Cleveland money line. They had the biggest edge on the entire report, and I just somehow glossed over it. Looking at tonight, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Yankees, 5.54 consensus implied run total. Sparty model has them at 4.19. Looks like take the under on the Yanks. For DFS purposes, that just kind of makes me wonder, is this going to be, is it going to be one of those nights where the Yanks bash just don't show up and they strike out all over the map? Toronto still implied 6.54, under 7.58. This was earlier. I don't think we got a chance to update this. Padres 5.97. These are all still quite high. Let's see. There's got to be a mat. There was one mat. Oh, there it is. Twins 5.76 down to 4.41 implied run total. Again, under on the Twins at home, over on the Indians. Team total on the road, almost up a full run. And that also, while the game total still sits right around 10, that means if you go up here and you look at the lines, we have Cleveland, even though they're at plus 116, we have them at minus 178 in the Sparry model tonight. They are a grade of an A. They are the only A grade tonight when you're looking at all of the money line edges. So if you want to use this, add this to your DFS purposes, add this to your betting, whatever it might be. Entertain yourself, have fun. It's totally free. I'm not trying to, squeeze every ounce of juice out of you here. So please, by all means, enjoy it. We'll lock it up in a week or so. But I just want people to have fun, truly. Just have some fun. Try to gain some insight there. Analyze the slate how you see fit and do what you want. Honestly, just have a good time. Have a good time. There's a fun little site over there we're building. And I'd love for you guys to check out the product. Now, we talked about it. Talking about stack rankings tonight, right? All right. Well, we did have Houston on the slate, a team with a massive IRT, and they are rained out. So what's going to happen? You're going to see a lot of this ownership tonight I think absolutely will flock to teams like Toronto. All right, Toronto just going bonkers as of late, bunch of hot hitters. When you're looking at ownership rankings, we have Milwaukee and Philly, crazy high ownership tonight. I don't know if it'll ultimately end on the same ownership that you're seeing in some of the early run models. I'll be intrigued. We're going to run the update here in about 5:45, about half hour. So these sometimes will change drastically, especially when there's a game like Houston, where the team that was going to be the chalkiest team to slate is out. So I think you'll see a lot of that ownership actually move over to Toronto once this gets updated. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But stack rankings alone, Toronto, New York, Minnesota, San Diego, Cleveland. I want to dig into that a little bit more than just that. So when we're looking at the trend stacks, these are based on each team. You can see that Houston had gone nuclear. These are their splits, by the way. So over the last 399 plate appearances against right-handed pitching over the last 14 days, Houston had a 374 WOBA, a 237 ISO, a 143 WRC+. Plus. They were red hot. If you click the little plus sign, every single person, you can see their splits during that time, how many plate appearances they had. For instance, Michael Brantley, in that 14-day period against righties, had 41 plate appearances over the last 14 days against right-handed pitchers. He had a 641 WOBA and a 297 ISO over those days. Houston's not on the slate tonight, but you know who is? Interestingly enough, the Yankees here with a massive 326 ISO against lefties and a 119 plate appearance sample size. 119 plate appearances against lefties is actually quite large for a 14-day sample. They have faced many. And then these are small sample sizes, yes, but there are some hitters here absolutely raking right now against left-handed pitchers over the last 2 weeks, and there's a lot of power, of course. So we're going to look at the Yanks a little bit tonight, even though when I'm looking at the DK Stacks tab, the Yanks are the second highest rank team that we have to stack. Focus on them. Ownership-wise, we have them as the seventh highest, so that could be a nice little edge there. Now, KC actually has the second highest WOBA at 266 over 298 plate appearance sample size over the last 14 days. Strong 189 ISO, very low strikeout rate. If you're looking for pitchers, you go ahead and look at this K percentage here. You can find some nuggets like this against Cincinnati, striking out 27.5% of the time. Might take out the 410 game, not a big deal. Can you show how to pick like FanDuel stacks? Basically, what I'm showing you right here is my strategy for picking stacks in general, my friend. I first go to the stacks tab. So if you're looking at FanDuel stacks tab, you're doing the same thing here. You're looking at who the teams are, where their ownership is. Toronto, highest projected team to target tonight, best team to target in our model. They are the second highest owned. It is a large slate tonight, 26 to 28 teams. And do you want to eat the chalk on a big slate like that? That's up to you. I think part of that has to do with whatever competition, contest that you're entering. If you're entering a very small contest, we've been covering this on Lineup Study, it's okay to be on the chalk. You'll be all right. Truly, you'll be okay. But if you are entering a massive 35,000 person tournament, do you want to be sitting on the chalk? Do you want to try to beat 35,000 lineups if 20% of the field has the same team you're targeting? That's 7,000 lineups. Might be on the Yankees tonight. Might be on Toronto. So just be mindful about what you're doing. Just be mindful about what contest you're in when you're putting together these teams. So trend stacks. I'm looking for teams that are kind of hot in different areas. San Francisco, 273 ISO over the last 104 plate appearances. This is against a lefty. I was looking this up earlier. And when I actually saw this, I went over to this model. I looked at the Sparry model. Look at San Francisco. So, number one, their data here on the Study Hub, actually quite interesting to me tonight, is San Fran having the second highest ISO in the entire slate over the last 14 days. Second highest ISO over the last 14 days. Crazy high strikeout rate of 29.5%. But second highest ISO. Okay. Why does that matter? Well, look at the Sparry Edge Report. The Giants' implied run total, Vegas consensus has them at 3.79. Sparry model has them at 4.83. That's a full run increase just about. It is. 1.04 runs increase. Take that how you want to take it. For me, I'm seeing data. Here's Tampa. Tampa gets almost a full run increase against the Angels as well. But for me, I've got a team like San Fran showing some power against lefties over the last 14 days. Team like the Yanks smashing the ball over the last 14 days against lefties. Shockingly, only a 22.8% strikeout rate. Look at this one down here, Seattle. 35% strikeout rate over the last 14 days against left-handed pitchers. Oh, my goodness. Are they facing Carlos Rodon tonight? You going into a matchup where I think they're facing Rodon for Chicago. Holy smokes. Is it? Who's Seattle face? Mariners at White Sox. Mariners hosting the White Sox. What? Rodon is going to carve them up. Sheesh. All right, anyways. Now, let's go over to the batter trends. And I'm going to hide my head. I'm going to get it out of the way here so that you guys and gals are able to see precisely what I'm doing on the screen. This is important. I think this is where we start to make some serious money, okay? Here we go. So, within the confines of building our stacks, we've got to make these in certain types of ways, and I think putting together different sample sizes and splits is kind of the way to identify which hitters I want to target. So, I'm going to shrink the screen just a wee little bit so I can see this fully for you. And here's what we're going to do. When I go over to the far right, this says last 30 days versus starting pitcher's hand. I want to plate appearances. Actually, let's do this. We'll go WOBA first. I'm going to click this little arrow button. If you're watching for the first time ever, you're about to enjoy yourself immensely because you're about to learn something cool. You click the WOBA button. Actually, I don't think I shared this in chat, in Discord real quick. We got 1,500 people in there probably wondering where I am. They're like, yo, I thought you were streaming on Twitch. You always stream on Twitch. I'm on YouTube tonight, my friends. YouTube. There we go. I posted it in chat. We're good to go. Okay, so you click this little arrow button underneath WOBA. Go to number filters. I'm going to hit greater than 0.4. This means every single batter here you see has over a 400 WOBA. Now, I'm going to go to ISO, number filters, greater than 0.2. Now, two things you can do from this point. If you want to eliminate everybody with a small sample size, whatever that number is for you, you go to the plate appearances category, click number filters, greater than, I don't know, what do you guys like? 15? You want to go small sample? We're talking like 2 weeks maybe for some of these players. If so, just go to this category. Check it out. Last 14 days. For me, if you're using this 30-day category, I want greater than like probably 30. That's a longer list. Let's do this now. ISO greater than 0.3. This is a very tight list considering we have 28 teams on the slate. What's up, Javad? What's up, CG? So check it out. We have now, it looks like 14 batters, quick math, trying to do it quickly, where they have over 30 at-bats, and you can see 38. That's the lowest. Everybody else is over 53. This is good sample size. These players have WOBAs over 400 and ISOs over 300. This is the list. Now from here, you could go over to this side and look at it and say, you know what? I don't want anybody whose ownership is going to be over a 5%. You could filter this ownership, keep everyone under 5. Or maybe you're looking only for people with a DraftKings projection over a 10. Okay? And then you'll see my internet's going to poop. There's 3 people on the list that have a 400, 300 WOBA ice over the last 30 days in their splits. Vlad, Altuve, Tatis Jr. Okay? Altuve's gone. They're not in tonight. So there's my list. Now, what I like to do is I sort by the teams. And this is a really unique way, and it's been working swimmingly. I'm going old school with my adjective here. Swimmingly, my friends. This is a really, really unique way to make a nice, short, tight list on a very large slate of players that you can start a stack with. So if you know tonight that you want the Yankees because they are the second best team to stack tonight on DraftKings or the first on FanDuel, whatever it is, you can look at this and say, you know what? All right, my stack must include Gio Urshela. Or if I'm deciding to stack the Angels tonight, you know which 2 batters are 100% in my stack tonight? Shohei Ohtani and Jared Walsh. 1,000,000%. These 2 are going to be in my stack. If I'm targeting the rookie Alex Manoah, I'm doing it with Cedric Mullins and Ryan Mountcastle, and I'm building around them with 3 other players on DraftKings to make a 5-2 stack. But Mullins and Mountcastle, they're going to be in my stack. If I'm stacking Toronto against Matt Harvey, and I don't blame you, on a large slate, Vlad and Kevin Biggio, 100% going to be in my lineup. So if I go over to DraftKings, and this is what I'm talking about, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to Toronto, and I'm going to show you how I suggest building out a lineup. So I'm going to look at their hitters. I know I want Biggio, and I know I want Guerrero. Why? Again, they're right there in the study hub. They have over 400 WOBA and over a 300 ISO over the last 30 days and 38 or more plate appearances. Like, they are just red hot, okay? What's up, Jared? I'll get to your question in a second, friend. When using the stack rankings, which teams are smartest to attack in single entry, avoid top 3 fights? Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I like your question. It's contest selection driven. There you go. Chris has got it. Contest selection driven. You're in a really small tournament. It's okay to be on the chalk. You just got to get off a player or two. You'll be all right. So, Vlad and Kevin, they showed up. Bang, I want them here. Now, if I know my other team I want to stack tonight, friends, is Baltimore, all right, then I'm finding a way to get in Mullins and Mountcastle as my 2-player side of the stack, but I'll get to them next. So now I'm going to go to this ISO category, and I'm going to change this to 0.2 instead of 0.4. I just want to find and see if there's any other Toronto hitters that are 400, 200. Let's see. Nope, no other Toronto hitters 400, 200. So now I'm going to clear the filter. It's going to add a lot of hitters back in. I'm going to go up here to this team section. I'm going to click Toronto. Now I want to look at all the hitters. These are the only ones over 400. And I'm looking at the rest of the team at this point. I just want to see, how's this team hitting last 30 days. All right, Reese McGuire at catcher. Yeah, he's $2,400. Had 19 points the other night. I used him. Maybe I'm going to slam him in there tonight. Marcus Semien. And is Gurriel active? 361 WOBA, 250 ISO? Yeah, let's do that. So we'll put in Reese McGuire, Lourdes Gurriel. We'll come back to the last one. There's Reese, 2,400. Beautiful. He's in the lineup. Gurriel was the outfield. Yeah. Nice and cheap. 3,700. I like it. Ooh, George Springer's back tonight, huh? Well, we'll go Gurriel. All right, so I need a 5th. Because I like 5-2 stacks. So I'm purely just going to go with something like this. Maybe go up to projections alone. Bo Bichette or Marcus Semien. All right. Let's see. Who's been hitting better? Oh, neither. Both are ice cold. All right. Is Hernandez in the lineup tonight? Yep, he is. 4,700. Batting cleanup. Boom. There we go. I've got my 5. Teoscar Hernandez, Lourdes Gurriel, Kevin Biggio, Vlad Guerrero, and Ryan McGuire. Started off by trying to find the hottest hitters to make them. Dave Jones, thank you very much for the membership here on YouTube. Appreciate you, brother. And then I added McGuire based on the last 30-day splits. I added Gurriel last 30-day splits. And then I added Hernandez on a very small sample size of last 7 days splits, where he has 10 at-bats against right-handed pitchers. Always a threat. Modern-day Barry Bonds swing. Violent. Strong. So there we go. I got a 5-man stack built around Toronto, and I built it purely from using the Study Hub. Now, a lot of people like to do this. Download projections, go over to Fantasy Cruncher, and I do not blame you one bit if this is how you want to build your lineup, my friends. There is nothing wrong with being purely projection-driven when you guys are doing this. Come to your upload file, grab those projections, name, projection, boom. Okay, that's how simple we made it at teamriseorfall.com for our members. Go to your advanced options, team stacks. I'm not going to set the other side up because we're only doing the one side. 5-man stack, removing all teams. I got Toronto here. Insane. 7.1. Okay. I'm going to create a lineup. Now, let's go look at the Toronto hitters, okay? All right, here we go. So the stack ended up being Reese McGuire, George Springer, Teoscar Hernandez, Marcus Semien, Vlad Guerrero. So slightly different. This one had Springer and Semien in there. I had Kevin Biggio and Lourdes Gurriel. So those are the 2 different players. 3 of the 5 were the same. And my friends, this is okay. If you want to simply upload and crunch an optimal lineup, by all means. I don't think there's much wrong with that. I think if you trust your projection set, you're free to do anything like that you choose to do. Honestly. That is totally okay. So that's short list today. And matter of fact, let me check the website. Did we have an article that went out today about how to use this? We've been writing this article for the last 2-3 days. I don't know if today was one of the days we were doing it. Study Hub review. This went up like an hour or 2 ago here. So we've got a guy who's doing this at Arias, and he's posting the list of players, right? And he wants you to see exactly what he's seeing. Showing pitching stuff. All right. I wish Arias was here. I could tell him something. Oh, well, that's okay. Next time I'll talk to him. He's been using the trends, using the most recent splits, and then putting together like small lists for you to see exactly who the best hitters are over certain sample sizes and trying to identify players who are great one-offs. All right. Now, if we're doing this for FanDuel, it's going to be very similar. The only thing I'm doing differently when I look at this is identifying who are the teams I want to target tonight. Yankees, Toronto, small field tournaments? Yeah, probably. Maybe St. Louis, Cleveland. Cleveland, 5th best team to target and 9th in ownership. Okay, well, let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at Cleveland, all right? So we're going to go to the batter trends. I'm going to look at Cleveland specifically, and we're going to go to FanDuel. Let's go. We're going to come over to FanDuel. I'm going to put together a Cleveland stack to start and try to finish it off with a Yankee stack on the other side. By the way, for the 50 people or so that are watching, thank you so much. Hit that like button for me. Please do. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. Our normal stream is 12:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday on twitch.tv/teamriseorfall. Tonight, it's a special. This is a special stream. I missed today's 12:30. I felt bad. I was like, all right, I'm going to hop on YouTube, throw my YouTube family a bone here, and do a stream. So that's what this is. But if you're tuning in for the first time or just checking us out, use promo code STREAM, STREAM, on my website, teamriseorfall.com, and you can get $5 off your first month. Becomes dirt cheap. A lot of the tools you see here, all yours. Every single one of them. Every single sport you have access to. And then Fantasy Cruncher, which everyone loves to use, you get $20 off to it every month. We're partnered with them. So all of our members, 500 plus members, get $20 per month. That's $240 per year to use at Fantasy Cruncher. If you've ever wanted to use FC, you have a great access to them through us because we make a lot of stuff specifically for people who use Fantasy Cruncher. Like, we just want to support y'all in using the best optimizer on the planet. So use that promo code STREAM, and we'll see you on the inside. What type of stack do you suggest for Superdraft or no stack? Oh, 4-man stacks all the time over there. 4-2, naked 4, something like that. All right, so let's go to FanDuel. We're focusing on Cleveland. I am going to be looking at, I like the 30-day sample size, usually get good plate appearances, and then I can look at it in more recent splits here. But they're facing a lefty today. Splits sample size is going to be pretty small. But like 2 batters stand out to me immediately. Jose Ramirez, Cesar Hernandez. So I'm going to go back to FanDuel. First 2 batters I add in. Jose Ramirez and Cleveland. There we go. Jose Ramirez and Cesar Hernandez. Dirt cheap. Love that. Cheap enough. Like that. All right. Need one more hitter. We'll go 3-man from Cleveland. Thinking Eddie Rosario. Likely batting cleanup tonight. Splits over the last month. 470 WOBA, 185 ISO. It's him or Bobby Bradley. No, Bradley's sample's pretty small. His price is expensive. Batting 5th. Eddie Rosario batting 4th. Yes, let's slam him there. All right, so we got a 3-man Cleveland stack tonight, and I want to make a Yankee stack now. So we'll slide over to the Yanks. And again, How did I know I wanted to target the Yankees tonight? Well, I've got the FanDuel Stacks tab. I know they're the second best team to target tonight. And then when I go to the trend stacks, the Yankees over the last 14 days have 119 plate appearances against lefties. A 326 team ISO. A 326 team ISO. Yeah, I want the Yanks. Absolutely want the Yankees. Let me hide my head. Bye-bye. Danny, thank you very much for supporting via the like button. I appreciate that, man. For all those people that just smashed that like button, thank you. All right, let's finish off the Yanks. I want to make it 4-3. Yanks lineup's out. Love that. Nice. Nice, Javian. We just actually looked at that on DraftKings as well. All right, so let's look at FanDuel. Go to the Yanks. Got the Yankees hitters. Again, it's going to be a little bit smaller sample size. This is facing a lefty and Martin Perez. And Gio Urshela, the one player we already talked about. Look at that. 508 WOBA, 484 ISO against lefties over the last month. That's insane. Gary Sanchez, way up there, shockingly. 489 WOBA, 435 ISO. Holy smokes. They're affordable. 28 and 3,100. The Yankees are an affordable stack. What a world we live in here. So you got to make a decision here, or you slam one in at the utility spot. I'm going Gary Sanchez. Yeah, I'm going to go Gary Sanchez. All right, who else did we have? We had Urshela, third base. So he goes in there utility. There goes Luke Voit, the ability of using him. All right, who else did we have? Man, the rest of the team is nothing special. Let's go Judge. We'll go long-term sample size with Judge against lefties. Where do I have that? Let me come over here and show you. FanDuel batter matchups. You can look at a nice sample size right here, my friends. You want to look at just the Yankees. Click on the Yanks. 2-year sample size against lefties. And here you go. Aaron Judge, 424 WOBA, 238 ISO. I'm going to plug him in, and I feel okay about it. I feel all right. Who else do we have? Nice 2-year sample size. Gleyber Torres. Come on. Come on, Gleyber. You got to round the corner here, baby. Yeah, we'll plug in Gleyber Torres. 2.7K. There we go. I mean, I have 6,600 left. Pitcher, I have no clue who I'd finish off with. Have not looked at it. You could plug in a $2,500 less guy here, and you're gonna have 10.7K left at pitcher. I mean, who did we already talk about? Carlos Rodon being just an absolute stud tonight. You know. Oh, he's 11 too. So you need a 2K player to finish. Like y'all can figure this stuff out. It's decent pitching options tonight. Man, we went real old school building like this. Thanks. Your DFS website is the best for not breaking the bank in your pocket. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. There it is right there, teamriseorfall.com. Okay, don't make fun of me because I really don't know a lot about MLB. What is WOBA? It's weighted on base average. Check this out, friend. Glossary, far left of your study hub. How much do we love you? Check out the glossary. WOBA, right here. You want to know what a WOBA is? You just click this. Boom. Bring up Fangraphs. Great site. Tells you what WOBA is. You can read, get all the examples, the calculation, why it's used, how it's used. Everything, bro. Right here. That is in the study hub on the glossary tab that CG put in there earlier this week. We think of everything. We got you. We got you. Let me do some work in, let's see. CG, did you update? No problem, Danny. Weekend is here. PGA lineup's dead, so I guess it's time to play MLB. Braves and Pods. Oh, boy. Let's see. What do we have? Let's take a peek at these quickly before everybody looks. Strategy notebook tonight. Pre-lock notes. Cardinals, Pirates have some weather. Carlos Rodon, top cash play. Dane Dunning is a pay-down option. Mid-range, Chris Paddock. There you go. You want to know who I like tonight? Rodon, Dunning, Paddock. Other pitchers he has interest in: Minor, Manoah, Lopez, Kikuchi, Manea. Bunch of lefties. 1, 2, 3 lefties. Is Manoah a lefty? I mean, it might be. Jays get to face off against Matt Harvey in the terrible Orioles bullpen. Jeez. Rodon straight across for FanDuel cash. Live finalist. DraftKings. Dane Dunning, Mike Minor, Dane Dunning, Tony Gosselin. That's bold. Might want to be careful there. It's coming off a shoulder impingement or something. I think 4 innings or so might be a lot. I don't know what his price is. If he's like 4K, okay, but Mike Minor, Pablo Lopez, Alex Manoah. Projections and stacks are up. Study Hub coming up in a few. All right, cool. So I can use the projections page if I want to refresh these and go do some fancy cruncher work. Do I feel a high-scoring game between Cardinals and Pirates? I personally don't feel anything, like ever. You hug me, I feel nothing. Gut feels for DFS? None. No feelings. I'm a robot, man. No feels. Pinch me, kiss me, give me a compliment, wreck me, whatever, bro. No feelings. So do I feel that's going to be a high-scoring game? Here's my feelings. What do models tell me? I'm a nerd, man. What do the models tell me? Let's see. You wanted Cardinals, Pirates. Consensus 8.5. Sparring model 8.2. Right on point. Nothing special. Cards, we have under 441. Pirates barely over 377. Their consensus. All updated. Look close to St. Louis. Doesn't look good for tonight's game. I mean, that's another thing. It's like, listen, there's a lot of teams to choose from. That's not really like a spot that. Do you need it? Right? Do you need exposure to a game that's dangerous weather-wise? Do you need exposure? I don't think so. It's not a 4-game slate. I mean, we're talking 24 other options. If you want, just cross them out. You'll survive. Unless that game's like 15-10, in which case, so be it. If that happens, so be it. Projections just updated. All right, cool. I wanted to do some work here. Closing out the study hub, my friends. All that matters to me now are projections. I did my research. I did it live with you tonight. Download my FanDuel projections, my DraftKings projections. I'm going to go do my FanDuel. You're going to watch me do it live tonight, by the way. I don't care. We'll do FanDuel live, and we'll see how it goes. You guys get the whole shebang. Lucky you. I'm going to try to talk my way through it while still being focused. There's the main slate. Good to go. Okay, I'm going to show my bench real quick here on FC. Just want to make sure I've got everybody in here. Hit the team button, hold on to shift, and click order. It'll order them all by team and batting order at the same time. So it's a real quick way to see if anybody's like not clicked for some reason or randomly in there. Even though we have no projection. Oh, Minnesota refresh. Let's do refresh that. I think the chalkiest stacks are Blue Jays and Reds tonight. I think Blue Jays are going to be very chalky. I do too. But if we're talking small tournaments tonight, again, I'm okay with the chalk. You're talking large tournament? Give me an alternative. I'm either not using them or I'm capping them. All right. I'm doing 150. Let's see. I need to just do one thing here because I don't want everybody seeing exactly what I'm doing settings-wise, or we're just going to run into issues. Can't do it. All right, here we go. So, I'm not showing the general. Here's my 4-man stacks. I'm going one gap. I'm a one gapper. Toronto. Yeah, well, here we go. I'm going to cap them at 15. Capping Atlanta at 10. Why? Because in the study hub tonight, we had Atlanta as the highest owned team on FanDuel. All right, and Toronto was up there as well. So I'm capping them at 15. Capping Atlanta at 10%. There's one other team I wanted to put a cap on. Take a look at Martin Perez real quick. Looking at the whip. I love using whip. Harvey's just been brutal. And that bullpen is wretched and tired. I mean, it is hard not to like the Yanks tonight. This is what I was saying about Gosselin. Be careful tonight. I don't think he's going to go very far, even if he's pitching well. Look. Someone should tag Beastie. All right, hold on. FanDuel. Might just be those two tonight. I might just cap just those two. Let's see what happens. We create another stack, going 3-player. Again, this is for a 150 max in a very large tournament. This is not single entry. Single entry, I'm probably stacking Toronto tonight. 5-man on DraftKings. I'll show you that next. Who cares? Y'all lucky. 3-man side. We'll go a little bit smaller. Nah, screw it. We're going 15 each. Is Acuna back in the lineup tonight? Yeah, he is. Aristides Aquino is batting 7th against Drew Smiley. 3,700 on DK. It's refreshed now. I feel good about my settings. I'm going to crunch it out and see how it goes. Yeah, I know. Carnage. I don't have the same conviction of fading these chalky teams as much right now. It's night in and night out. They're just going ham. So Toronto, I could have a max of 1/3 of all of my lineups. Like Carnage is saying, 1/3 of all of my lineups tonight could be Toronto 4- and 3-man stacks. It just is what it is. Yeah, let's see how this ends up. I mean, we've seen since Spider Tack, it was over 50% of the slates that we did a lineup study. We did what, a 3-day lineup study thing? 4 days of lineup study? We ended on Wednesday or Thursday. And we saw in the small tournaments on DraftKings, night after night after night after night, that these chalky teams were just going absolutely bonkers. Every night. Pitchers are regressing. Weather's warming up. Toronto's facing Matt freaking Harvey and a terrible bullpen. It's hard. It's hard. Houston, Detroit, Popo. Yeah, we got that, brother. In single entry, would you avoid the cash pitchers and try to... No, I don't avoid any pitchers. Jared, so we do a 12:30 p.m. Eastern every single day. Twitch.tv/teamriseorfall. All right? That's going to change everything for you. All we do for that entire hour every week, every day, Monday through Friday, we go into Fantasy Cruncher lineup study, and we look at what winning trends are. And the winning trend, literally the all season, has been like the best projected pitchers constantly are in the top lineups. As easy as that. It is slate after slate after slate of Brandon Woodruff, Jacob deGrom, Carlos Rodon. Like just all the top pitchers constantly are just the top in the top 20 of the lineups. And ownership-wise, does not matter. Who was it? Maybe somebody in chat can tell me. We watched one we looked at it the other day on Wednesday, and we saw the picture, the one that was 82% owned. 82% owned was in like 19 of 20 lineups in the top 20. Pitching ownership, completely irrelevant. You feel like today is the day we stick to the script, people will chase the chalk? Might be right. I mean, listen, I'm intrigued to see if I probably do, right? Look at this. Look at this. Toronto's not even showing up. I will go where the projections take me. You know that. Ooh. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. I was talking about Aristides Aquino. I bet he shows up a lot tonight. He is $2,400, fam. Jared Walsh, $3,700. Aquino's $2,400. Oh, baby. Where's Wander? Not in the lineup. Oh, there he is, Wander Franco. They got him up at 3,000 already. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. Aristides Aquino. I looked him up for a reason. When I was looking at the study hub, I was liking the Reds a little bit tonight. And I'm intrigued to see how many lineups I get for the Reds. I'm going to show you guys in a second, too. I'll show you all my exposures. By the way, what I usually do my exposures. I post them on the site for my members. A little bit of strategy right up. Today, you just get them for free on the stream, okay? Kyle Schwarber yesterday was on that short list of home run hitters. Bang. Dude, bonk. He freaking jacked out too? What? Look at this tear he's on. Wow. Guy's got 8 home runs in the last 21 at-bats. Yo. 32, 35, 39. He has 11 home runs in his last 39 at-bats. That's crazy. How many lineups are we at? Wow, it's so slow right now. Here, let's look at my exposures. By the way, get signed up. You sign up today. Right there. Sparry. If you guys sign up today, by the way, Toronto. Let's look at their run total. We do have them dipping down to 6.54. So we are under their team total by a run. Could that be indicative of a night to fade them? If they're going to be super chalk, especially with Houston out? I don't know. Look at the Reds. This is why I like them. 5.73. Model has them at 5.72. Matter of fact, when you look at the Sparry model and you look at all these run totals, I'm going to sort it by that right there. Click Sparry. Look at, friends. Cincinnati we have is the 4th highest total tonight. A 5.72. Right behind Padres, Rays, Blue Jays. Because this game's out. So when I saw this on mysparry.com here, I like the Reds a lot. Immediately, I like the Reds a lot. And I'm happy to see right here. Check this out. Look at the Reds. The teamriseorfall.com projections are aligning with the mysparry.com game model. Yo, that makes me happy. That makes me so happy. And I talked about Carlos Rodon, right? Because of the Seattle Mariners and their, 35% strikeout rate over the last 30 days against lefties. 35%. Let's see my player exposure. 100% Carlos Rodon tonight. Oh, God. We got a bunch of Cleveland, who I said I liked. Yankees, hard not to like. Reds, I'm all over them. I have one Dodger 3, man. See you at the top or bottom, CG. Good luck, baby. Thank you very much for all the like buttons tonight. I had a few people subscribe tonight. Thank you very much, man. Looking like a ride with the Reds night? It is for me, man. I love them. I love them mostly because of this dirt cheap price tag for someone I think is going to be one of the best power hitters in baseball. Thanks for the stream. Oh, take care, bro. I'm not done, but ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Name that show. Right in chat. Ciao, Bella. Where's that from? What show is that from? Got to see who my real people are in here. I hope people are using my Sparry. It's been phenomenal. It has been so much fun. By the way, been getting a lot more tweets lately about this. MLB Monkey Knife Fight right here, this tab. Every single person watching right now, go use this. If you've never tried MKF, use this right here. Promo code Donuts, get signed up. I believe it's up to $100 now. They'll match you up to $100 with my promo code Donuts. Fairly certain. I wrote 50 because I didn't confirm it, but I swear it might be up to 100. Somebody the other day told me they had it matched up to 100 when they used the code. I never looked into it, though. But anyways, you can click right here. It'll send you over to this, and you'll find out that you actually get a free draft kit if you use this, too, and a free month of mysparry.com. So come July 1st, this website gets locked up. You get a free month if you use the Sparry code. Now, why is this freaking awesome? Right here, friends. So you get a live feed. So this is what happens. We pull all the projections here on Monkey Knife Fight, and it shows Carlos Rodon, 8.5, right? So then you look at the Sparry strikeout total, 9.3. Okay, cool. When Carlos Rodon pops up on the Monkey Knife Fight site with a more or less of 8.5 strikeouts, well, if you're going by the Sparry model, more. That simple. And you can compare everybody. Mike Minor, 5.5. We have him at 6.3. So more. One like this, 6.5 to a 6.2. Well, it does show less. That is not that bad. That's not that big of an edge, right? I mean, that's nothing. I'm looking for big discrepancies in numbers. Total pitches for outs. Like Lester, look at this, by the way. 17.5. Sparry has him at 15.8. That's a little over 5 innings. Vice versa. John Gray for the Rockies tonight. Monkey Knife Fight has him at 14.5. Sparry has him at 16.5. Two full outs more. And then you could do the same thing here with the walks, the hits, total bases, runs, RBIs. Go crazy. Have fun. Where you at, FanDuel? How many lineups do we have? 110. All right. Ciao, Bella. Canadian show. Was that a Canadian show? I'm on Wikipedia right now. American television sitcom. Incorrect. It's at Newport Beach, California. It's Arrested Development. Come on, my friends. Arrested Development. Ciao, Bella. Michael Cera kept saying ciao, Bella to everyone when he would say goodbye. Didn't know that it was bye, beautiful. He just thought it was a goodbye. And he'd say, ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Let me check one thing on this weather. Nothing that goes nuts. Nothing that goes nuts. Listen, I'm just going to let this ride like this. I will take a screenshot here, probably post it in Discord for Discord members. It is what it is. DraftKings, let's move over. Got my projections. Ready to rock and roll. I'm going to take a peek at it, actually. I think I'm going to do my DraftKings one off air. If anybody has any questions, I'd fire them off right now, okay? It was both a USA and Canadian. I learn something new every day. It was a good stream today, though. We got a lot done. Did some work on the study hub. Built some lineups in FanDuel and DK, like right in the app. That was fun. Haven't done that in a hot minute. And then doing a little bit of work here in DK on Fantasy Cruncher. Looked at my Sparry, Monkey Knife Fight. Looked at the Props Edge, the MLB Edge report, I should say. I have a single entry on DraftKings tonight. I have 300 entries on FanDuel for MME. All right. No questions? Good day, then. Thank you very much again for those likes. I hope you have hit the sub button. There's like a bell somewhere on YouTube. I'm told I'm supposed to say, hit the notification bell. So love that if you can do that as well. And I'm going to try to actually stream on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember which day I have free. We have pest control coming back over the next 2 days. Whichever day it is that I'm free, I will post it in Discord. And I'm going to do probably some Underdog fantasy drafts. And likely in between that, I'll do a little bit of extra stuff for lineup study on Fantasy Cruncher. Appreciate y'all, though. Thank you very much, truly, for today. And I hope that you did subscribe. And make sure you subscribe over there on Twitch as well. And we'll see you on the inside, my friends.